one that's better. The fact that I could ever fail never crossed my mind. Somewhere out there, hear my demons screaming now or never. I think I just crossed that line. I'm kinda done with hanging out in ball service. You confuse me, yeah, you use me, but that's just as well. Hungry people trying to break me make me kinda nervous. Just goes to show that you never can tell. Does everybody live in a dreamland? Is this dreamland all that we know? Swallowing us up in an avalanche and blurring these lines with smoke. They tell me that I should be a real man, but the only thing that I know is that I'll find my way out of this wasteland, 'cause this wasteland ain't home. With extra time I could have made up better words and letters. Pale shadows of my heroes help me rule the night. Somewhere out there hear my people screaming, do it better. I'm just an echo of the things I like. I'm tired of never feeling like I'll serve a purpose. Snow on mirrors, preacher killers, yeah, just be yourselves. Hungry people always stressing, guessing never surface. Just goes to show that you never can tell. Does everybody live in a dreamland? Is this dreamland all that we know? Swallowing us up in an avalanche and blurring these lines with smoke. They tell me that I should be a real man, but the only thing that I know is that I'll find my way out of this wasteland, 'cause this wasteland ain't home. If I don't believe in all the old gods or the new, how am I supposed to find my way? Searching the universe for something we can do, and living to fight another day. And that's okay. We're falling from on top of the tree house, and no one cares if we go. I stumble over to a policeman. He says, son, you better get back home. And everybody's laughing at me now, from their faces covered in snow. I'm trying to be the best I can be now. They say make it something we know. Does everybody live in a dreamland? Is this dreamland all that we know? Swallowing us up in an avalanche and blur.
Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm going good. What about yourself? Okay, where am I else to? Technically, I should go down there. My day's been good. Yeah. I haven't done much today, so it's a good day. Good day when you get to stay home and just relax. Gonna head down and get this aetheryte, and then head back here and I got the new schedule put in place that I'm trying to follow and keep to, so hopefully that's gonna be good and I can keep to that for a while. You I just need to unlock you so I can travel. Yeah, I've been putting some work into getting it all up and looking good, all the links and stuff. Plus, then you with doing the profile pic of the banner, which is amazing. Yeah. Took me a bit, but I got everything sorted. Just waiting on my order from Dubby before I do some promotional pictures and videos for Instagram. That's why Instagram doesn't have a lot. Slowly and surely building it up. More of this game. It was my schedule pretty much just made Monday and Tuesday set, have Wednesday, Thursday off, and then do Friday and Saturday as random mix. Just any game that I have or want to play, or any game people suggest in the suggestion box. Pretty much. Welcome back, Gaspard. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there is yet much work to be done. Ujata, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of the west. Thank you very much. Thank you. The first stuff spilled from the overturned wain have attracted all manner of hunger and prejudice. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down these rapacious scavengers and serve the cup. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for following me on this. Appreciate it. So that's back over here. Here's that. Wait, really close to each other. I like that. I like when the two missions line up and they're like right next to each other. And with the YouTube link, I've been posting the VODs from Twitch from a stream to it. So that was fun trying to figure out how to export it all without downloading and then re-uploading and stuff. I got that sorted too. It was fun. Now I just have to work on how to edit. So I could do videos as well. Streaming. I'll get there one eventually. Have you played Final Fantasy XIV before? I'm gonna go turn this one in. It's the main quest, actually. The other one is just to power up my class, which is Marauder. The warrior class, which is I think is my favorite class. Type of class. It's a pretty good game, actually, if you ever want to play. I think they give a free trial, basically, so you can play it for free up to level 70 Stormblood, if I'm correct. Maybe it's further, maybe they give you Shadowbringers too, which is up to level 80. Without having to pay a cent. And then after that, you can choose to pay a sub. If you ever want to give it a go, it's a good game. The long one too. This is basically the base game that they redid, which is called Around the Dawn. It's a lot. Adrian sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ye? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through there, so dismissal wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least, if the gods were kind, and they ain't. I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. Alright. Press the run button. That's right. Thanks a million. We're crew hit a Skylift operator needs you to recover cargo load abandoned by a terrified wagon driver. Deliver it to its intended recipient. Yes, thank you. Glad I am to see ye again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity was sprang out from million corn ceiling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road to recover that seedling and deliver it to Lay Ulth over at Swift Perch in western Lemusia. Whenever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep, after all. I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Ugh. It's a lot of talking and a lot of weird names. Other than that, it's pretty fun. This game has a fun bit of history to it as well. When it first came out, it was really bad. So the developers did the best they can to keep that version running while they worked on this version. But that's the current one that we have now. And what they did is they shut the original down and put this one in its place. So there's a lot of reference to that, to the old version. Yeah. Like what he just said there with the dragon, the cliff. Yeah, that's how they ended the original one. Started the second version. Swift Touch is just no, I don't know why I still didn't get that. But technically, with this game, you can't play 1.0 anymore. Like the 1.0 launch basically started in the 2.0, which is around Reborn, which is this. It's an interesting piece of history. I love that. Yeah, leveled up. Now Biggs, level 16. Also, let me know if anything on the screen is a little too small to read. I can make it bigger. No. Here I am with Touch. Okay, Chocobo Keep. Yes, yes, your order. I can write a Chocobo from you to the other ones I have unlocked. I know. This, which is teleporters. As White Wolf. Has Nemia herself forsaken this desert? Though I understood they were risking gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million, I at least suspected the ceiling to be delivered before the disaster struck. Here is your seedling. Is that my unicorn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Post lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of you, sir, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this alien settlement? Taking a rejected figure very much. Please, I have to go to Freya Yes. How do you say it? Relighting the torch. Freya, a yellow jacket on guard duty in Swift Badge, wants you to visit the Brewer's Beacon and investigate the reason behind the waiting. I get a bronze 7. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards Brewer's Beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly? It cannot possibly be bright enough to get the ship sailing in the bay. I would much over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to Brewer's Beacon and see if aught has befallen Consuls, the lighthouse keeper. Yeah, these names get a bit crazy sometimes. But I have ready of my hunting log. Yeah, this is gonna be a full battle. This crab's got nothing on me. I'm making crab stupid. Come here, stay still so I can turn you into a crabby patty. Please, an XP from that. Egg stands off, so I don't generate. Ingo towards me. Say Yellow Jacket, said Jada. Me light's growing dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnaces up and bug it off, you see. If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'd be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lad, but I can tell eventually when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring it back. Bring back a claw work you ripped from a smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set it down in the middle of the flock somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. Get a nice fire going and that 50 bomb will soon be a bit. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. I hate to pay it speak. Tongue-ties me. Here. Funny that you said the fire emojis, because I'm about to set a fire. Come on. With the lettuce. The only issue with this is I have to run because I don't unlock mounts for a little bit longer. Once I unlock mounts, I'll be fine. There you go. All you need is do is take down that runaway bomb and bring me one of his little claws. Here you go. Right, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. Had myself a bit of a look while you was gone, and Lumion cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best as I could, but I ain't no Smitty. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Spitbird and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Guess I could do that, Dr. Freyalos. Yes. Furnace is damaged, it's looked very well. I shall write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must needs be effected without it. Seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventure. Take yourself straight away to the Armorer's Guild on Limsa. Explain the situation to Forge Master Ansa. Nansa. Limsa. Please, I get to hand in 2 quests. Okay, more is fast, so but yeah, if you want to see me play a different game, just there's a suggestion box in my about section that you can put all that in. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, were merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in wake of Kujata's rampages. To face Kujata himself, you yet require far more training, but do not despair, Gaspard. As Axe-Master of Felon Marauder, this I swear I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon, until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, and the densest bone. This menace will fall by your hand. You may find yourself drawn to explore the possibilities offered by other disciplines and guilds. These distractions are inevitable and perhaps necessary, but I urge you to soon return to the path of Marauder. I do not wish your edge to dull just as you begin to have such potential. Fare you well, Gaspard. Look at it relax. Yay. Yep, I'm relocked. Which basically allows me to take on other class quests. Yes, I know. What makes this game very unique is you're not locked, basically. You see how I'm on Marauder right here? You technically go over here and as long as I change my weapon, I can basically have all the classes this game, which are these. So if I get a sword and shield, I can become a gladiator. If I go and talk to the gladiator guild. If that unlocks in the next expansion, that unlocks in this one after. Technically I can do Conjuring Scholar. I'll go and talk to them. Regis, Lancer, Rogue, Archer, Thaumaturge, and Alchemist. The rest kind of unlocked in their expansions, basically. Brutal Strength. Ex-Master Ring Zone has a new task for you, Tony. I see you have been diligent in your training. You need not tell me in words, it shows in your bearing. Unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your exercise to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Elport in west of the Mercia. This monster is no Kujada, but the threat it presents to locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning powers. How to find this beast? Well, I am fortunate enough to count among my acquaintance a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Renfred. He took up residence in Elport some years ago. I'll gladly aid you in this task. With Renfred's assistance, you are to track down this prowling danger and provide it a swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your acts swing true. I can do that. Also, I have to go to Elport is ahead of where I want. With Dutch, basically. So I gotta go do this. But I think the Realm Reborn is 300 quests. Get through. Like the main story of it up until the end of the main story is about 250, and then I think there's like another 70 quests after that, which is the post. And that leads up to the next expansion, which is Heavensward. So yeah, that's a lot of game. The furnace and doors big and needs repairs. Rear Godspeed. I just sent someone out to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb Hanswitz has trapped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Seeing as I don't need the helmet anymore, I'm taking this, which is worth 100 gil. 200 gil. Nice. On to the dry docks. Onto the dry docks. Forgemaster Hatnamza, head of Nautic at Vibbles, wants you to assist with the workload of the Mulberry dry docks. Good. What say you to taking on some work for Nautic and Vibbles? We have a great hulking oil ship to build and can certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Outbrim, the head shipwright at the Mulberry dry docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armor's Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks, down in the south of Lower Lugnosia. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Vibbles. Mulberry Dry Docks is one of Rubson and Mencia's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the areas with. If you don't have confidence in your sense of direction, you'd best be served making use of the Chocobo Porters, first floor of the mizzen mast, case you were. Did you choose to make the trek and earn your fate, leave the city to the Tempest, gain a follower south, and never get again? I already attuned to that Aetherite because I think ahead. But I will go down and get this Pokemon recorder because I don't think I got the one here. Listen, if you feel like supporting the channel, you can check out my thing at w.gg and use my code, which is Bebo736, capital B. Get 10% off your order, and you can also donate as well. Just by clicking that donate button, all that list of stuff. Okay. Here I am in the Mulberry Diet Rye Dogs. Riot Dog. Hello. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Adna Anza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over mid past. Let's see it then. Here you go. Whilst the botheration, another delay. I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled opticians, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? My name is Gaspard Masaito. Gaspard it is. Well, Gaspard, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory. The first new vessel to grace the docks since the Clem. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship, it is a symbol of Limsa Lamis's rebirth, from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thalassocracy. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there is never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to leave at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for hard-working adventurer. Be you forewarned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Understood. Going to definitely take those boots. Thank you very much. Yeah, love it up again. Love it up again. I think I'm 19. 18, level 18. But that interrupts the action and that stuns. That's it. Those gloves look nice, without a doubt. Hitbrim is looking for a member of his crew and the items he was supposed to deliver. Where are the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment. Now 2 whole tons of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Fyril's Mead, it recently left Candle Keep Quay to retrieve several crates of supply ordered from Lisla Lumencia, but has yet to return. I've sent several missives to Aldebroda, but his replies are always the same. He doesn't recall ever seeing them right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something. I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I will ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Aldebroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for a time. Damn. That is a fate I don't think anyone wants to be left alone on Turtleback Island forever. Jeez. Let's go through, not over. I got my stuff and sell some stuff. Let me get birds. Better. Food. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, does that self-righteous dog Atram doubt that I've never told him anything less than the truth? Yes he does, so I'm just gonna cast doubt on you. Press X for doubt. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, Navigator's rest her soul. I know naught of this Phil's mead nor his precious supplies. Those we here at the quay have had enough trouble these past few suns, what with the singing of that Lamencian cargo ship off the salt stream. I haven't had the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders off the grid. Interesting. Taking over with gloves, thank you very much. Who knows? Right, writing the shipwright. Aldebroda has a suggestion for the kind of venturer who came bearing Foreman's Atbrim's message. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you must certainly have time to get that boss of yours down to the straight stand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this Frilsmead everyone seems so eager to find. Here's still hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. Yes, pray that hasn't come. Let's be over. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, he's down. No, I'm not doing that, Fate. You. I'm Phil's meat. See, the foreman's wandering on me whereabouts. Thought he might be. But you must know I cannot show me face of the dry docks until I righted the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights past I made the trip from dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as foreman asked. The seas were right rough and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing it too close to the cliffs. But I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to me. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells were risen to 9 or 10 yards. It wasn't long before the waves had hold of us. First we went to steady the boat. Nature group was too tight and we was flung headlong into the Lamoon galley. When I heard both ships were gone and the cargo I was to collect lay strewed across the salt strand. I've made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with current. I ain't one with a sword, and now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Hey, I can grab that for you. Let's go. That's one down. Take a look. I'm going to root. Let's go. Time to earn my pay. Oh, I just been achievement. Yeah. Woohoo. The night I was tossing the sea like some yellow rags. It wasn't long before the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. Below, the navigator was seeing me to the gates of the Seven Hells, and I awoke to find myself washed ashore. Here I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage the mass discovery. I got it for you, so... Okay. Mr. Potts? I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop at the quay so that I may pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of gold. Could you tell Atbrid that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. It's fine with me. As I get my money, I'm perfectly fine. I have 1,262 gil. I'm slowly getting richer. I'm relieved to hear that both Bill's meat and the supplies are at home, though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that, which was honestly out of intent. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent. The dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Canakin was of a less natural sort, the sort with which the Sahagin have been known to come. Interesting. The angry pirate's dream. Victory Foreman Atbrim is considering recommending you for an appointed job involving right dock security in Agaton. Despite why I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Mduk and Vilnes. 5 millions? 5 millions? I still don't like you. Do not like you, but that doesn't mean I do not trust you. Imthota, head of the watch here at the Dry Docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for that. Despite all Limsoma Mincia has endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state, so they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin. Just the thought of it sickens me. Go that way. Okay, gotcha. I'll do this. I don't need a hero. Hey, the Storm Captain. Hello. Ah, yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Atbrim sent. Since you first arrived at the Mulberry Dry Docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It's simply protocol. And you will be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then, I assume Atbrim informed you what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid Dry Docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark on the Spinner. They would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intent. Go stationed at the rear gates can provide you with an exact location of the little camp. His name's I'll get him eventually. Hello. A spot, haha, I do it. No more sardines for Sanango tonight. I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why, well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards, on who Atbrim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job, yes, of course. If you follow the route past the gates to the southeast, you'll eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried on the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it is a holy place dedicated to Nymeria, the Spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there. We're aware of that, though. Over there, let's see. I'm giving you to the Count of Nine to step back on that path and carry your venture annals back down whatever rock it is you rolled out from under. You see, eyes added up to years with your time road. Like there was yours 30 years to rope. It's getting to be that a man can enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath out man running. Which is the way to the local leave me. Seven else, if I know I'm a bloody pirate, gods damn it. Bells, bowls. Once we have my boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken piss hole of an island so far behind. Ain't no one remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags. Who knows the shop? Interest. Okay. Very interesting. So they're off to someone. Not something. Well, I forgot to do something. Oopsie, maybe. I guess. Very important. Oh, we not do. Well, I forgot to do something. Oopsie, maybe. I guess. Let's go hand this in. So the trespassers are indeed pirates. They are indeed planning something. But what is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that the target never was the victory? Something was not right. I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Gaspard. It appears we were wise to pull this to you. Taking the axe, thank you very much. Hey, what could this do? How has your day so far? I just got a new axe. Victory in peril. I'm Thurta, a captain of the watch of the Mulberry Dry Docks, wishes your aid in dealing with potential intrusion. I'm concerned, Gaspard. It appears that the pirates I had to investigate are on the move. They creep ever close to the dry docks, so I must assume they need to target the Victory herself. That ship is a symbol of everything Glimpse of Minster strives to become, and I will not allow these bastards, base scoundrels, to lay a single finger upon her. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion. You, Gaspard, are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the air. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts first. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Ruswist at the front gate or Sanaggo at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Get ya. We'll go this way because I'm closest to the rear gates. Hello. Hail, Adventure. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The guards know our reports were sit on with Jeb Thurtis' desk gathering dust if it weren't for The assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty. I'll take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Blah 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 blah. Too much talking. Yeah, let's head up this way. I hope you're enjoying your day slash evening slash afternoon. Depending on this video. He was up here. Up there he is. Shifty-eyed sailor. What are you doing all the way up here, mate? Ah, spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happened. It's not that bad. I have to run all the way back to England. That was easy. If you feel like supporting the channel, I have a donation link down in my information set area. You could donate to me. I also have a 10% discount code with w.gg. Use code BAMBO736, capital B, for 10% off your order. All proceeds help support the channel. Feel free if you want to. Let's see what this. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were a right adventurer to ask for aid. Right, what's to happen is already happening. Trouble at this shipyard. Easy now, Soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates. I don't know what. Oh, it's not be good. Lords below, we are not prepared for this. The pirates, Soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Need to be carrying explosives. Explosives? Then there's no time to lose. Despite behind the situation, make your way to the shipyard and engage these intrigues. I will see to the snares after. Okay? Make haste now. Gotcha. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Huh. Let's just have to go around this way. Easy, that's so fun. Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but the plan worked like a charm. What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This will all be over soon, and all that's left now is to load this ugly pile of rewarding difficulties. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important the ship is, what it represents? That's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to not upset it. You treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy and man giving up the pilot to become a shipwright. Building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that? What, under Romanian's wide green ocean made you take over these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, dog, don't you see? The pirates had their glory days. That era is over. I wondered why Atterbury never spoke of his father. Never would have thought. The ship's a symbol, right, of everything what went wrong with the world. And I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. You blew out this bad. Pray beat the tire out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Gladly. Keep fighting, Captain. Easy peasy. It must be getting on letting some green venture get the best of me. What shit. Big and nasty looking. Ain't that ditchy? That's that thing, but I'll take a good day. This, my things go spine. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. Yeah. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I best get to sort them at the docks. My thoughts could use some sorting as well. Never did my father have a way of turning my life upside down. I convey my thanks and my apologies to Exota. We'll do this. Thanks. I hope you're enjoying the stream. What's up? If you have any ideas or suggestions, there's a suggestion box also in my about section, and you can put something in and I will read it and take it on board. How say you, Gaspard? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a single ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsum and itself from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems that security regiment will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry docks safe. Atterbury apologizes. Well, I suppose I could understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past these anguish is to see the victory completed and in the war. Oh, by the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rayna's men will be taking over the investigation. While the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. If you have time to spare, I would also... Yeah. I left up again, I can make next cross quest. Men of the Blue Tattoos. Imtherta wishes to entrust you with an important task. Yes, but in light of your rather recent events, there are a few others to whom I would trust this task. Since last we spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of Shin, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victim. This missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some better of code. Needless to say, anything with a proven enemy or limbs of a missing themes worthy of ciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are what to turn to Beta through convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Ranch. Into his hands and no other, do you understand? Yes, I understand. First things first, I'm going to do this here. Yes. No, other way. Not many people. Why there, Gaspard? I've been hearing about your deeds at the Dry Docks. Atterburn laid out the entire tale from Wolfsburg was still reeling that old man's part of the business. Or at least he kept the victory for me some before she sailed. And for that I owe you my thanks. You've really made a name for yourself here in Limsa, lad. Folk know that when they need something doing, you need something doing. What might that be? I have this missive from you. You want someone to read a message written funny letters for you? And Imtherta thought I might know a man that is good. Well, let's see it then. Right? I reckon I might know a canny bugger who could read stuff like this. Ugly son by the name of Vader. You know you like one of me regulars at this spot. Never let me down yet, and never get out on me. I reckon I can trust you. Then Thurto was right to want this message deciphered. We got us some trouble brewing here. No mistake. Get ready for action, and I'll explain. Hey, yes. Good to have you aboard, lad. Now then, like to start. Bait and strike. Raidern has a task for a trusted adventurer making the new. Back when I was younger and nastier, I earned me living as a sellsword. In that business, if you wanted to know where your enemy was up to, I had to learn to read the orders. He pries from cold dead ants over snakes. That's how I came to know how to read the message. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them Sahagin letters, lad. I should know I've got more fishback messages than I can count. I guess worse though, the plan to blow up the victory is all an idiot, right down to the fine details. Looks like they're meant to raise 8 kinds of elm in western Venusia that lit the mouse to blue flying ship into confusion. The point being, the attack of the victory left the actor of few rebellious pirates was a key part of some canny boss's grand plan. But if I'm reading this all right, the attack itself came much too early. Outraged, they panicked when they saw Yi was on board and rushed in to do the job and bugging it up. The tattoo-faced bosses, as I say, was and Attigrim's old man, and with the Serpent Reavers, right? But not all their crew was there, was there? They have something better to do or what? Heaven knows, I got it all backwards. That mess at the victory, that was meant to be the bloody distraction. The fishbag ain't interested in the Maelstrom Bay, they're after men. It's like they've always been. They sent the pirates lucky after their civilian target. This bit about raising hell in Western Venusia, that's where it'll be. Someone tells me Switch Punch had to get it and it. Here's a rough translation of the message. Take it to Commodore Rainer at the call tower and tell him it's in for a busy day. Oh, and give him a hand, eh? You can be damn sure he'll be. Yes, I am Raina. You must be the inventor whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now what can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Badron? Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for acquired morning are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? And if Sultan Sweet's perch? But we see nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are massing for it. Even so, it would be foolish to discount the possibility. Badron is rarely wrong about such matters. They will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle. The only question is where to send them, while I concur with Badron's assessment that the attack on Dry Docks was intended as a diversion. It purchased but one or several possible targets for the main thrust. Omidosa. Report. It's the Sahagin, sir. They mounted a large-scale assault on South Tidegate and threatened to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. And then navigator. It seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the orders to march. The submarine reavers are in league with the Sahara, which means there is every chance this assault on Taigame may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that we switch barge vulnerable to those pirate triggers. It's at times such as these that I wish the warriors of Olympia had welcome moments. But wishes will avail us not to pass each other. We must serve in their absence. Make for switch purge with all haste that led you straight to the scrolls I dispatched of Settlement's defense. Understood. Oh, switch purge. Must have fought this place with my life. It is victory for freedom. It is freedom or death. I say we fight for freedom. Commodore Reyna sent word we were getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect them to send you. You certainly look like the senior sheriff. Bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here, this place, Switch Purge? It was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship and calamity through their way. We're not about to let some fish fascinating, scum clean the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody go. Probably that. Said I fight for victory or death. Hey, they come. Here, they come. Hey, I thought all that yellow jacket was meant to be busy. Greg ain't following the plan, has he? Now what? We'll back away for our Sahara brothers? But that we ain't tied back empty. Remember, no killing them the small folk, or it'll be your blood. The state's Lord Leviathan's help us. Yellow bellies you could butcher at will, that dirty and slug soon. Slugs will be crushed under the full might of the Serpent Reavers. It seems Swift Push was the main target after all, eh? Plus 1 and 2 protect the townsfolk, spot 3 you're our way. The rest of you will meet that charge where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore word of our victory. No word at all. Olympus Elemental. For freedom or death. I'll get all you yellow bellies and dance on your gizzards. beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the strikers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking around, so don't let your guard down. Yeah. Oops. The source of his strength becomes clear. You made the best of the column, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, and unto me a creature of the abyss, I thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemy. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Because was God. Indeed. Oh, you can back up. You stole it. Hello, welcome. Fancy meeting you here. And this creepy guy just like showed up as someone was creature. I defeated the creature, but now I gotta kill this guy. Keep this guy. His power means afford him no chance to recover. No. Yeah. But the wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons. Ye say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the bringers of chaos, or Asians, to give them their proper name. It will seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Pardon? You would know we Shallians are encountered as you before. I have never spoken to you of my homeland. How do you know whence I hail? Wait, I do begin to see you are being blessed with a special gift. Are you alright, lad? If I'd known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left the squad or six to keep covered. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and here, this bastard here was pulling all the strings. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much. Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been in front. Your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Estella. Please give our regards to the Scions. I'm glad to have played a role in bringing what I hope is an end to this disturbing spate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of a most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we will be afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Rayner. Of course. Interesting. Why is this crystal talking to me? Hello? Hmm. That's weird. Oh, yes. There is a reason why I'm not going to Elport just yet. I believe the main quest takes me there. Ashisha, equally have I awaited your return. Word of your exploits is already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. Would the Limsa Lumens had more of your like. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers. It is but a matter of time. Lily Bader's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the day's events, such victories bear retelling? Crystal has been working with us for quite some time now, and she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limsa Lumens yet again. I must say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory, and the small matter of your deeds as Swift Purge, you too have proven yourself a valued friend of the Thalassocracy. Thalassocracy? Admiral? May I present to you Admiral Fishwood?
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward after all? Ha!
Thank you.
Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet.
I will.
A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
I would be
A
honored.
seat at the feast.
Oh, and don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Thank you. Higher. Slept up. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm gonna call it that. I appreciate watching and joining me in this journey playing Final Fantasy XIV. Peace out.